We're down here at the start line of the Royal Parks Ultra and Royal Parks Half Marathon. It's great to have you over in the UK. What's your feeling so far having a look round?
Oh, it's really just amazing, the running community here. I mean, I've always heard about, of course, the running tradition in the UK, and obviously with the fell tradition and the trails. But just running is alive and well here in the UK, and it's just exciting to be a part of it. I'm excited. I came on a weekend where there's so much going on.
No, you've got a very busy schedule. I know you flew in and you virtually went straight up to the Lake District of all places. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, we literally just got in from the airport and hopped on a train right away after flying for 9 hours. So, but I had a free day on Friday, and I spoke with Ian Corliss, like, hey, can we make the Lake District happen? Is this something? And most people don't go to the Lake District for literally 6 hours, but that's literally what I did, and it was amazing. I mean, we had rainbows, screaming across the sky, and sunbursts, and rain, and just a little bit of everything. So it was truly an amazing Lake District experience. And
we've done a few articles on the site, and the Lake District has really developed as a real ultra haven. I mean, obviously it's made it across the pond. I mean, how did you hear about what was going on there?
Yeah, well, it's the history there with the fell running tradition. Maybe it's not quite ultra, but when you think of one of the birthplaces of trail running, and trail, it's basically one of the meccas. And so I've always been a student of the sport and just looked at history, and so that fell running culture, whether it was an ultra going on, I had to go up there and check it out. So now you see like the Lakeland 100, the Lakeland 50, ultras are popping up, and it's really quite amazing, because in the US we've had a lot of trail ultras, but in the UK as well as Europe, it's really just grown in the last 5 years.
And you enjoyed your run up there?
Oh, it was fantastic. We like I said, we did almost 16 miles of the last portion of the course, of the 100 course. Ran from Ambleside over to Coniston, and it was just a good mix of everything, and just beautiful. I mean, they had a ton of rain the day before and the night before, so the rivers were flowing, plenty of mud, plenty of rocks, and it was fantastic.
And they must have been very pleased to see you. I know there was quite a lot of fans of yours up there.
Yeah, well, it was funny. We literally the day, 2 days before is when we planned it. I didn't think I was going to have a free day, so and it was amazing just in the community there in Ambleside and surrounding areas. I mean, there was some people who had driven like 3 hours away. In fact, one gentleman who came on the run drove from 7 hours away just to run. So I'm blown away at like the enthusiasm here, and it's really infectious, and it's just electrifying.
And I say you came straight back on the Friday, and then you were up Saturday for a run around Hyde Park with Brooks, I believe.
Exactly. So it really has been a whirlwind tour, but I'm trying to pack it all in, and yeah, literally got back at 1 a.m. and 7 a.m. or actually 6. I was running from my hotel to get over to Hyde Park, and yeah, I came over and spent the morning with the folks from Brooks, as well as we had over 100 people come out on the run at 7:30 in the morning, and then the Serpentine Club too is a great supporter, and it was a great time.
So we're also going to watch the start of the half marathon and then the ultra. I mean, would you like to be running today?
Oh, I mean, how could you not be? I mean, the sun is out in London, and everybody told me to be prepared for the rain, and it really hasn't been that bad in the UK yet. So it's just a gorgeous fall morning. So yeah, I wish I could be running the whole thing today, but I'll have to come back.
And your wife was due to run, I believe?
Yeah, she was. Unfortunately, she got a little I guess, souvenir from the Lake District and a really bad banged up knee. She took a bad fall, so she was excited to just see the sights. I mean, I hear this course is just probably the best way to see London, and the history and the sights around here. So we'll have to check it out another time, but we're gonna get around and watch the start and pop around the race a little bit.
And what's next for you, sort of following on from this, your next run? What's your...
Yeah, my goal is I'd like to get back to the 24-hour. I did the Leadville 100 this past August, and the 24-hour is still calling me. I got to take back my American record, which was broken last year, and take a stab and get close to that world record is really like the ultimate goal. So if I could do that, it'd be great. I'm basically going to mark next year my 20th year in ultra running. So I've been at it for a while. I'm one of the old guys. I turned 40 in a few weeks, so for me, I'm always going to be a part of the sport, but I have a few more things to do, and then I'm going to do races for fun.
I mean, as I say, you've had 20 years of experience, and you've seen and you've won a lot of the very big races. I mean, we have an ultra race here today, which is quite unusual for London. It just shows the growth of the sport. I mean, you've obviously witnessed it firsthand.
Yeah, it's, you know, I always wanted to come over and do the London to Brighton race. Of course, you know, it became defunct several years ago. I don't know the exact year. So there's definitely been an ultra tradition here, but it's been many years, and I know they started the 100K London to Brighton more on trail. So I think London, you're gonna see the ultra scene blow up, and especially with the Royal Parks race here. Even though people love to be in the mountains and prefer to be up in the fells for the ultra stuff, I think it's a great way to expose people to sport who maybe aren't ready to do the mountainous type, you know, ultras, but just get out there and experience what is, you know, this whole ultra thing and what is it all about. It's really fun to see the sport really taking off.
Well, while we've got you and following on nicely from that, I mean, advice for someone who's actually thinking, maybe they've done a marathon, they want to move up to an ultra. I mean, what would your advice be?
I would say don't wait. You know, that's the thing. A lot of people assume like, oh, I've got to wait until I've done, you know, a full marathon, and it's really only 5 miles longer. I mean, you're talking 31 miles versus 26 miles. So a race like today, it's really close to a marathon. It's not that much more. So my advice would be, if you really mentally want to do this, go out and do it. You know, don't be afraid of the distance. For me, I ran a marathon, my first marathon. A month later, I ran my first 80K, 50-mile race. And I think you just have to change the switch in your mind and in your brain that I can do this, because there's no stepping stone. It's literally you go from 26 miles to 50 miles or 26 miles to 50K. So I'd say just be open to the possibilities, and it's the adventure. I think that's the most important part of the ultra. So be ready for the adventure.
Well, I say it's absolutely great to have you here. You're welcome to come whenever you want. We'd love to see you in some more races, and we wish you all the best chasing that record down.
It's been a real pleasure, and I'm looking forward to my last couple days here in the UK.
Brilliant. Thanks a lot.